Welcome to another edition of Chris Gilmore On Demand, and something that we're starting to see a lot more of, especially with the market that we're coming into, is professionally staging your home. And I've got a bit of experience in this. I personally staged my own property when I went to sell it a couple of years back. And to cut a long story short, basically, I achieved $30,000 more for our property when we sold it. And I have no doubt it was down to the staging of the property. So it was just a topic I wanted to talk about today because I think it's really relevant in today's market. So let's talk about staging, the benefits, the pros, the cons, costs, what you should look for and what you should be doing. So let's get stuck into it. Now, we all think our home is the best home that's on the market because it's your home. You're emotionally tied to it. And you think that your home, it might be beautiful. Maybe it's immaculate. It's stylishly appointed to suit your taste, or it's been highly renovated to the finest materials and upgrades and features. Perhaps it's all of that. But unless you're that one in 1,000, it is not staged. Staging a home for sale, it's not a new concept, but it's a practice that has really increased in pretty much in the last 12 months with our more challenging market. I see many home sellers confuse staging with decorating and consequently resisting the process and the recommendations of the staging professionals. But the reality is that the moment that you commit to marketing your home for sale, you need to commit to transforming your home into a place that potential buyers can easily picture themselves living in the home. This means that you need to be prepared to be emotionally detached from your property, which is really hard for homeowners to do. So you need to let your home speak to the buyers. Your home will speak to you, but what is it saying to the potential buyer? Most sellers that we see tend to take the staging process personally, and this is precisely the point. Our homes are personal, yet we live in not how we sell. Our homes represent who we are. They're life-size memory books of our travels, our family, our likes, our dislikes, and our beliefs. They showcase all the stuff that we've accumulated over time that speaks to us. Now, the goal of staging is to make the home speak to everybody else in a compelling and a positive way. Buyers tend to label the homes as they see it. And I can also say, as a real estate agent, we do as agents as well. So you can either be the house with a beautiful open plan living, or a special feature wall or a special room, or you can be the house that has all the Elvis memorabilia down the hallway, or a bunch of office furniture where the dining room should be. Both evoke emotional reactions, but unless the buyer is one who spends their vacation or their spare time living to Elvis, you're far better served by eliminating all of these distractions. Most homes are filled with clutter because generally most people stay in their homes for a number of years, some 20, 30 years, and they collect a lot of stuff. So most of us, if honest, will admit that our daily lives involve a certain amount of clutter. The little stack of mail, the car keys, the loose change next to your mobile phone. We've all got a junk room, which has been busy propagating the species while no one else is looking, and a bathroom with enough toiletries on display to groom, the whole of Australia's population. Now, I'm talking about my home, but I know, and I've been through thousands of homes, that everyone's home is pretty much like this. So you need to depersonalize and you need to get rid of this clutter. The primary goal of staging is not to transform your home into the eighth wonder of the world. For most of us, it's not realistic. Rather, the best stages will work with what you have. They'll rearrange, they'll reallocate all of your belongings in order to present the property in its best light. This sometimes means relocating some of your furniture and your belongings to the garage. The poor car will have to sit outside in the weather while you're on the market, because the garage is a great place to store a lot of the stuff that we don't really want it to be seen. Too often the tendency though is to take the process personally, but you shouldn't. Staging is not a do-it-yourself sport. Only a third-party specialist or property specialist that brings that neutral look and objectivity needed to accomplish the goal. You may interpret the message that your favorite painting might have looked so much better over a fireplace in your neighbor's house, or as an indictment on your style and your taste. Okay, maybe it is, but most likely it's not. Rather, it is probably the stage's attempt to ensure that your appointments and your artwork and your furniture don't upstage the home itself. That's their job. Now, when most people come to the market, they want the best price in the shortest amount of time. And they always ask, Chris, what should we do? And this is what we recommend. Some people take that advice, some don't. Majority of sellers actually don't take the advice because we know professional staging your home, it's an inconvenience. Your daily routine will be turned, at least temporarily. And it can be unsettling as you watch your life completely rearranged to suit the taste of others. But if you're selling your home in the shortest amount of time for the most amount of money, and that's your goal, then precisely staging is the number one thing in this market that you could do right now to make sure that you'll sell it faster and you'll sell it for more money and you'll attract those buyers. The buyers are out there. They're very fussy. They're very picky. There's more homes on the market. So you've got a lot of competition between properties. This is the number one way to make sure that your home stands out. The cost. What does it cost to stage your home? Great question. Now, depending on the agent, they will have rather, a number of staging companies that they can use that will give different sort of deals. But I can tell you, you can do a pre-stage, which is where they use a lot of your furniture and they just bring little knickknacks and stuff to enhance the home. Or you can do a full property stage. And the costings will be anywhere from as low as $1,500, generally all the way up to $6,000. Now, when I did my home, I did my entire home, and it cost $6,000 to professionally stage the entire home. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, I achieved $30,000 more than my asking price in the very first day. 3 buyers came through, 3 offers, multiple offers, and we sold for that amount, $30,000 more. And I'm in the game, so I 100% believe in staging your home. But that answers your question around the cost. It's not a lot of money for the return on the investment. It's the best investment that you can possibly make for your home right now if you're on the market. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. This is Chris Gilmore On Demand.